The University of Oklahoma says the first 2 students to be expelled likely won't be the last.
Campus newspaper says one of them is a Dallas Jesuit graduate, Parker Rice. Fox 4 News has confirmed Rice was one of the students on the bus.
They'll never be.
In response to this video, Jesuit's president calls Rice's actions inexcusable. Deion Anglin is first on Fox with what else Jesuit's president had to say.
Well, Clarice, Mike Ursing told me today, in his opinion, that video hurts everybody, and this is the time to make it clear it is unacceptable. He only wishes his former student would have considered that first.
I'll be frank, I'm appalled at that kind of stuff going on. I mean, I'm saddened by it because I think it hurts everybody.
Mike Ursing's reaction today, swift and with no holds barred. The president of Jesuit College Prep Dallas says he saw online posts revealing the unfortunate news about a former student, 2014 Jesuit grad Parker Rice. While not identified, but named as one of the players chanting racist lyrics in the now famous video of OU Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity members.
Nice young man, but that doesn't excuse his behavior for what happened on the bus.
The private school leader says he did not communicate with the Rice family before releasing a statement and giving me his opinion.
I mean, I know there have been people that say, well, you know, he's a freshman, he's 18 or 19, he's a pledge for that sorority or fraternity. So what? I mean, that doesn't excuse his behavior.
While SAE members pack up and heed a midnight deadline to leave the OU frat house, the educator who remembers Parker Rice has some advice.
My advice would be to ask themselves the question about why did they allow themselves to be put in that position. I'm a firm believer that evil's alive in the world, and I think you have to really work hard of not putting yourself in that kind of position.
Now, Mike Ursing points out Jesuit became the first school in Dallas to integrate something it considers a major statement as to where it stands on injustice of any kind. He adds, some people, no matter what, for unexplainable reasons, will make poor decisions. Clarice?
Deion, thank you. This is obviously not just an embarrassment and shameful incident for the students, but also for the families as well.
Sure is. Clarice, I've been talking and having a conversation with the father of a freshman on that bus, and he's really echoing what Mike Ursing says. Why did this happen? Why did they allow themselves to be put in that position? He says the song was not written by these freshman pledges. It was not taught inside their homes. They learned it in Norman, Oklahoma. But he also told me they knew it was reprehensible, a reprehensible song. It's not defensible. We can't say because we were taught this song by upperclassmen that it's okay. It's not. And then he added this, which I thought was very powerful. He said, I wish it was my son who had stood up and said, hey, we're not doing this. We're not saying this. It's not right. But then he said, find me an 18 or 19-year-old who can do that.